Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the film Clockstoppers. Now, as you know, Clockstoppers is a 2002 science fiction comedy film that was directed by Jonathan Frakes, who was also known for being the voice of David Sanatos in Gargoyles, known for playing in Star Trek, and also known for playing Star-Lord's father in the Guardians of the Galaxy TV series. Now, I'd never really watched this film and never knew its existence until watching Rebel Taxi's video on Clockstopper. So I personally wanted to give my own personal thought. Now, the premise of the film is meant to be about Zach Ribbs, who is meant to be a typical boy from the early 2000s, who basically sells things on eBay to get a fancy car. He has a father who's a bit of a science whiz and wants his son to kind of be the potential. One day he ends up finding a watch that has the ability to do hyper time. And hyper time is when everything slows down, and basically this has him kind of doing things and kind of causing all sorts of mayhem. Until eventually a company known as the LT Corporation, run by Henry Gates, is determined to get the watch back, and pretty much leading Zach and his new love interest, Francesca, to kind of stop the bad guys, rescue his father, and kind of rinse, Pete, and redone. So pretty much throughout the movie, I would say it's a bit like the American version of Bernard's Watch. And basically both premises have the same thing. Basically two kids from the same franchise find a sort of watch. Has the ability to stop time to little to no effect. Now, in Bernard's Watch, we never saw any consequences with stopping time. Well, in Clockstoppers, it's revealed that being in hypertime too long can age you badly. And we kind of see it with one of the characters, Earl, who is meant to be a kind of nerdy scientist and is kind of meant to kind of try to set things right. And I also do feel when you have the friend Mika, he's just thrown in to be the side character. And again, if you think he's going to be in the film by the cover, then he's not going to. And pretty much I would say that, yeah, this was Nickelodeon's answer to Bernard's Watch. Only a bit more Americanified, having this sort of 2002 atmosphere, and a time when kids could basically use eBay to sell things to make extra money. And I would also say what I do like about the movie itself is the hyper time, because yeah, they can basically fool around with it, do what they want, and it kind of shows that in a way you can kind of tell that Zach and his father do try to get on, but you can kind of tell it feels slightly enforced, or you kind of expect his father to talk with him, admitting that he was always proud of him, and you could have had Zach even admitting, I wanted to be something bigger, which could have been a good idea. So I think in a way, the film really didn't need a sequel or a TV series. I think it was that film that just did what it had to. It gave a slightly kind of more American-style movie version of Bernard's Watch, but only different. So, in my opinion, Clockstopper is a bit of a hit and miss, but it's enjoyable. If you're a fan of the 2000s, or if you grew up with it, then this is your movie. So I think it deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.